Yo, what's bacon, boys? And this week I'm gonna be doing a montage competition where you guys submit your montages, and Blorckits and I, another YouTube friend, will be reviewing them on a video. Top 5 or 10 depending on how many submissions get featured on my channel, and then the number 1 gets a shout out from both of us. He has 1,500 subscribers and I have 500 at the time. The way to enter is joining my Discord server. It's in the description, and I'll be creating a channel where you guys can submit the YouTube links. Make sure that in the montage itself you have Brebs comp as a hashtag Brebs comp, so I can find them easily and review them with Blorckits. This is going to be a great opportunity to get some clout on YouTube to start off your channel. So make sure to join my Discord server and submit your best montages, and make sure you made them themselves, obviously. All right, let's get in the video, boys. Today, I'm going to be doing an in-depth tutorial on how I make my montages. If you haven't seen my 500 sub montage, I released it last week. It's in the description, so go check that out if you haven't watched that yet. But yeah, I'm going to be going over everything, including how to use replay mod, how to edit, how to color correct, and all that fancy stuff. And this is not meant to be a funny or entertaining video. This is meant to be a serious and educational video. So if you're serious about knowing how to make montages, definitely watch to the end. I'm going to be teaching you guys all the stuff I know. With that being said, let's jump into it. So the first thing I'm going to have you guys do is to download these 3 programs: OBS for video recording, Shotcut for video editing, Badlion for replay mod, and some nice looking shaders like these. So here we are in Badlion client. I normally use Lunar for like gameplay, but if I'm recording a montage, I'll definitely use Badlion because it has replay mod, you know? So today I'm going to be teaching you guys actually how to use it, because the first time I used it, I got so infuriated. It was one of the worst experiences I've ever had. Like, it's dangerously infuriating, bro. So the main way I record my clips is I go into a game right here and then go to replay and then turn it on, copy these settings right here, and then go right here and then press start recording. I've already done this with a ton of other stuff, and so I don't need to do it again. Also, make sure to have shaders on when you do it and set the time to where you want. So I have time changer on and it's set to like morning sort of, so it looks really nice, you know? And then press the same button to finish recording. So now you go into replay viewer, and I have a bunch of preset stuff for my old montage. Double click on it and then press P to pause. So here we have a fresh recording. I actually, never mind, it's not fresh, it's the end of my montage. I added a little cinematic right here. Press escape and then slide up from the bottom, and then it'll open all your keybinds, right? So what you want to do is you want to play until you get a good shot right here. Like, I'm just gonna create a shot right here. I press pause and I press T to make my cursor show. I press these 2 right here, and then I play for the amount I want it to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then the player's right here. This is just like playing around. I'm not actually gonna use this as an actual one. Then you move this thing 5 seconds forward, then do another one. Make sure you're positioned in the end of where you want it to be, and then play it right here like this, and you get a cool little cinematic shot like that. It actually turned out a lot better than I thought it would. So that's how you create little cinematics. I don't know how to do first person yet, but most of my shots are gonna be third person. And for your render settings, I recommend going 3840 by 2160. This is 4K. If you want to make your montages 4K, obviously, and make sure your bitrate is high, because that makes the video perceivably higher quality. 100,000 is the one I go at, and I press render right here, and it starts rendering. You can see how it's rendering it like for you, but I'm gonna cancel this right now because I don't actually need it. And let's go into my video editing software. Right here, this is my desktop. I am using Shotcut, and I made sure this time that the file was not corrupted like last time I did a video like this. So in this segment, I'm gonna be showing you guys color correction, effects to put on your clips, how to cut them, what songs to choose. I haven't even shown you guys what songs are good for montages. But yeah, we'll end up doing all that kind of stuff. Alright, so right here, I have my 500 subscriber montage. This is the original file. I do not have a good PC. I have a pretty mid-end, low-end PC. So I am using I'm gonna turn the volume down on this. I'm using proxies. So you go to settings and then proxy, use proxy, and then use hardware encoder. That just pretty much makes it so it renders out all your clips when you drag and drop them in. If you're not already familiar with Shotcut, go ahead and look at some tutorials online. It didn't take me that long to learn how to use Shotcut. I'll just make this full screen. So right here we have my clips for my montage, right? And I'm gonna show you guys some really good tips on how to create more suspense cinematic shots. Right here, this is actually one of my favorite shots. I'll click on it right here, and I have a couple effects on here. I have color grading, and I have adjusted light levels a little bit, only slight levels. Like without it, look at this without it. Right here, it's a little more bland, and then this saturates it a bit. And I have crop source. This helps a lot. I do 180 pixels on both sides, up and down. So it really narrows the shot and makes it more cinematic. It feels like you're squinting at it, right? Without, It's like this, but that's not as good. Vignette is something I also really like to use. It makes it more soft and cinematic. Without it, the sides of it are pretty much like just as bright as the center, but this just makes it like shadowed in. Some of you guys might have noticed that I use fade in and out effects. So you just drag whatever there's things on every clip. You just drag these and you can change how fast it fades in and out. For this montage, I chose Crawler to Love by Elenium and Annika Wells. I'm pretty sure those are the artists of it. I love this kind of music. It's called future bass. It's my favorite genre of music because it's so cinematic, powerful, and very montageable. If you look at any popular montage creator, Cool Dude, rip Cool Dude, I'm so sorry. Sammy Green, I wouldn't call Sammy Green a cinematic montage maker. He mainly just shows highlights. I wouldn't call it much of a montage, but I know I'm gonna piss off some people in the comments for that. My bad. But anyone you can name, Livings, I really like Livings. Yeah, they all use future bass music, and I can request some songs right now that you guys can use. Note that not all of these are copyright free, so if you want to make money off of them in the future, or if you already can make money off of YouTube, don't use some of them. Riptide is a very good song by Trevecta. Castaway is good. Perfect 10 by Heather Sommer is good. Invisible by Julius, and About Me by Coven. A lot of Elenium songs are copyright free, and they're very good for montages. You can just go to NCS. They won't copyright you as long as you get a license. You go in their description, click on the link, and then get permission from them. They won't copyright strike you. I've already used it. Those are some good songs. Obviously, if you're finding this video boring, just skip ahead. I'll have timestamps in the description, so if you want to learn about something specific, go ahead and go to that part. I'm not looking for watch time on this video. I just want to educate people as much as I can. So yeah, I have a bunch of cinematic shots right here. I will go through it and show you guys what I did. Right here, I recorded with OBS, like a first-person view of me, you know, making the bed, if you would say, and me rushing the character. I used a bunch of effects on this as well, just like before. Fade in video, crop, color grading. Without color grading, it looks really gray and dull. With it, it's like more saturated. And if you don't know how to use these things, just look them up on YouTube. There's tons of tutorials on Shotcut or whatever you use. And I would recommend Shotcut because it's free. It doesn't require a super good system. It requires somewhat of a good system, but as long as you're using proxies, it shouldn't drag your PC down too much. But yeah, as I go along, there's more cinematic shots. So yeah, make sure to just sync it as well as you can. It doesn't take that much effort to just sync the shots to every fourth, every beat, if you know any music theory. The drop is one of my favorite parts about this montage. Sorry for the voice crack right there. So this is a build up right here. My logo, obviously, and it goes from first person to third person in between, and I do have two different kind of stories in the drop. So I have a first person right here, and then a third person where I just like make myself running and then go back to first person and third person. So it's kind of like a call and response, if you will, you know? And yeah, for right here, I just did like a thank you to all the people who left nice comments. I'm very sorry if your comment did not get featured in here. I just went to a random video and just picked out a random comment. I love you guys all equally. That's why I did the Discord server thing right here. I was like scrolling past it. I have a bunch of clips up here that I used. What I like to use right here is I lower my FOV to 30 to get like a really zoomed in, no stretch shot. Like right here, the FOV is 90 and there's like a little bit of stretching on the side. I should have made it 30. I have no idea what I was doing. And then right here is 30 and it looks a lot better in my opinion. And then a TNT jumping shot. I like this one. Yeah, if you want to make it more cinematic, I'm sorry if I'm pausing a lot. I know that's obnoxious. If you want to see the montage, just go to the actual video. This is not going to I'm not going to try to make this as entertaining as possible. Go to make a choppy effect and do one frame. That'll just make it a little bit motion blurry and then render it down to 30 frames. And that has actually worked for a lot of the battle shots. It looks a lot more battle-y and cinematic. And I have a thank you right here. So yeah, I put a text box right here and I just thank my viewers for stuff. Anyways, if we want to export this video, I like to use H.264 high profile. I like to use hardware encoder because the NVENC encoder, and it's actually faster and lower file size. It uses your GPU to encode your video instead of your CPU. Resolution, I usually do 3D840 by 2160. That is 4K resolution, frames per second 60, and then this at max too. Quality, make sure to render this at max quality. B-frames are 2. Codec, NVENC, make sure that's NVENC. Audio, bitrate, make it whatever you record at. So I record on OBS at 512K kilobits per second. Sample rate 48,000. That's what I use for audio. That's pretty much good. I'm not gonna render here because obviously I already rendered and posted this video. But yeah, obviously if you're a better montage maker than me, go ahead, do your own thing, but this is the stuff I know that works for me. I really hope this helps. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. I'm not that good at explaining these types of things, but if you do your own research, you can definitely make great montages. Anyways, good luck on the montage competition. I wish you all great luck. Again, Discord in the description. Just submit your montage. Hashtag BrebsComp in the description of the montage. And make sure to put the link in the channel assigned to the montage competition in my Discord server. But anyways, hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll see y'all later. Bye guys.